July 14th. It's Wednesday. It's the middle of the summer. It's hot in Florida. I just got back from Las Vegas. I actually had some pretty good luck gambling in Las Vegas. I never have luck gambling there, but boy, did pretty good. I could have won a lot more, but I decided to blow a lot of money on betting Norway to win it all, which is, yeah, could have done better there. But welcome, welcome. The National Card Show is coming up, which is always a big one. I'll be there. I believe I'm going to be there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because the card show runs from Wednesday to Sunday. So I will be there. All right. Let's see you guys joining up. Let me hop on eBay. Well, I'll hop on eBay real quick while I wait for you guys to join. I always like to try and give some value in terms of what cards I'm buying. It's an interesting time because football is kind of around the corner. So all my football buying for the most part has stopped. Some guys have went up, some guys haven't. I think like JJ McCarthy was the one guy I bought that did not go up, unfortunately. But I'm slowly moving into basketball. I really like some of these basketball guys I think are really good purchases. Like I think Wemby's a solid buy. Stuff like this, Silver Prism. I'm more of a fan of like his colored. I think there's good value in stuff like this. They haven't really went up much. You can see it's kind of been stagnant since he lost in the finals. So I think stuff like that's a pretty good buy. I like Cooper Flag. I like Con Canupo. Their cards have fallen a lot. So just some guys I like to buy. Let's see what Con Canupo cards are ending. Let's see what is out there to buy. Con's someone I'm looking to buy. Just I haven't been able to find much. I also haven't been to a card show in a little bit, so let's see what these are doing. They're this high? I thought they were way lower. Am I missing something? Let me see. What are you doing, Mr. Khan? Weren't they lower? Wow, look at that. I ruined it. I ruined it for everybody. I was saying to buy it right here. And now it's worth this. Oh man, it's doubled? What? That's insane. No, that means I'm not gonna buy it then. Is Cooper Flag? I don't think Flag's up. I guess he is going up. Wow. Maybe there's some other con that hasn't went up so much. Like Aqua Ray Wave. Let's see this. Let's go on Card Ladder. Actually, doesn't PSA or not PSA? It tells us the prices right here. Let's see. 1,300, 1,175, 2 sales. Not that many. The red, white, and blue. There's probably a bunch of sales. So have these double too? Let's see. 4. It seems like. Wow, these have doubled too. What? Does anyone know why Con Canuple's values went up so much? Am I missing something here? I guess. Well, I guess buying Con is maybe not the greatest idea. Oh, these are great cards. I actually had the opportunity to buy one of these recently, but the guy just wanted too much money, and I don't want to pay comps from a few years ago or a few months ago. Excuse me. These aren't really down for some reason. That's weird. His Top Chrome refractors are down, but that one's not down nearly as much. Let's see his Ray Wave. And eBay makes it so easy to just look at sales. Let's see, 650. Can you? Oh, it shows a nice graph here too. It was selling for 750, now 680. Okay. I just want to like try to buy the ones that are like down the most. That's kind of what I'm looking at right now. These aren't really down since April. Wow, these really aren't down. Interesting. These are great cards to buy, by the way. These Topps Chrome Sapphires. Great cards to buy. It's too high. Fractor. It's weird that these are down so much, but the others aren't. Oh, this is his Prism Refractor. Excuse me. How long has this card been out? This card been out? Okay. Mm, hold on, I'm not trusting this. Let me look at something here. I don't know how long this card's been out. Come on, market mover, show me something here, buddy. This card, the first sale was in. Okay, so this card's down a lot. All right, that's kind of what I was looking for. Past 30. Wow, even this is going up. Time to buy flag was a month ago. So I'm still. I think these are still good buys though. Yeah, there's a lot of good buys. I mean, I think his stuff is going to continually go up. I think Wemby's a great buy too. Victor, Prism, PSA 10. Let's see what Wemby's are ending. Let's get rid of these. They're just too high. The cons and flags, not too high, but they've risen up too much, I should say. I'm going to start taking callers here in a second. I only have like 30 minutes today, by the way, so this won't be a long one. Base. Wow, blue ice. That's a nice one. I wonder what these do. See, the thing with the eBay is not going to tell me sales of using the eBay insights. It's not going to tell me the sales for if like there were sales on like golden auctions and stuff like that. Let's see what this does. Victor, wow, last sale was 22,000. Isn't that interesting? So this isn't down that much. It's funny, some stuff's down, some stuff's not. Pink ice. I think this stuff's a good buy. This is something I'll probably bid on. Pink ice, Victor, PSA 10. $1,000 is what it's worth. And a month ago, it was during the finals. Yeah, it was up. Wow, it was up. Okay, so like this is something I like to buy, right? Like this was up, now it's down. Pretty basic. That's something I'll bid on. But I'll start taking your guys' questions because I don't have that much time today. You guys can begin calling into the phone number. Oh yeah, really, because Lamelo got traded. You would think like their team's gonna be worse, but I guess because people think he's the guy now, so his value went up. Interesting, because the Hornets are gonna be pretty bad. I actually assumed when Lamelo got traded, I was like, man, it's probably not great for his value, but I guess the market thinks differently. You guys can begin calling into the phone number 813-618-2075. And we'll start this puppy. I'll see if there's any questions in the chat. I made sales on Facebook Marketplace, sold them all over. All my Pokemon Silver Tempest booster box for big bucks. Yeah, the Pokemon stuff's insane. Pokemon stuff's been going wild. It's pretty crazy. It's crazy because when I first got into the hobby, Pokemon was like nothing. It was like just an afterthought, I guess. You didn't like grade those cards. They weren't worth much money except for maybe the original stuff, but kind of stopped there. It's kind of interesting. Like I don't really know what kicked up the craze. Maybe wasn't there a Pokemon movie like two years ago or something? For you guys that are joining, the queue's open. If you guys want to begin calling in, I know what happens. You guys start calling in slowly, and as I'm about to end the podcast, it starts to pick up a lot. It's kind of what I've noticed. I was in Vegas all weekend. I told my my friends, like, man, this was like 2 months ago before the Knicks won the finals, that I had a big bet where I won a lot of money if they won. And I told them all if they did, with the Knicks won the finals, I'd pay for all their Vegas trips, the flight and hotel. And they actually did. So I ended up paying for everyone's flight and hotel. There's like 10 of us. It was pretty great. Honestly, I've never had good luck in Vegas. I've probably been there like 10 times. Never really won much money. But this time was pretty good. I'd say the highlight of the trip was my buddy and I. We put $300 into a slot machine. I hate slot machines, but he convinced me to do it. So put $300 into a slot machine. It got up to $480. we then went to breakfast. We came back from breakfast, and I told him, "Hey, I'm gonna put all the $400, the 480 on one spin. I was gonna put it on like first 12. I think that's what I was gonna do. So I put it on first 12, and the dealer was about to start spinning the ball, and I was like, you know what? I don't know. I'm gonna take a big risk here. So without telling him, because he was not looking, I took a I took $100 chip, and then I moved it to zero, and zero hit. So he won like over 3 grand, which is pretty crazy. Then my buddy proceeded to lose it all over the course of the next day. But I took the money. I then put it on a tennis bet that won and then lost the next one. So I ended up losing some of that money, but not all of it. So it was a good trip. It's you know what they say, it's better to be lucky than good. It's better to be lucky than good. Are you guys shy today? I think you guys are shy today. Why don't we do this? I guess before I go into that, by the way, if you guys want, we are. I'll mention this for the next periodically for the next few months. We are hosting a card show in Tampa. It's called the Collectors Convention because Tampa is in big need of a card show. So I decided to host one. It's the first one I'm ever doing. I don't know if I'll ever do it again, but we'll see how it goes. I just dropped a link in the chat. If any of you guys live in Florida or want to come say hi and come to Tampa, we should be able to get like 150, 160 tables in there. So yeah, it will be a good time. Why don't we have some fun? Why don't we do a first caller just to get it started? I will give you guys free Starbucks or $5 Starbucks gift card. I don't know if that's going to get you much nowadays with Starbucks, but first caller, $5 Starbucks gift card on me because it seems like people always wait for the first caller. And then they start to flood in. While you guys do that, I will continue to search and look for cards. Wow, this is nice. Teal cracked ice. Wow, this is a nice one. I wonder what this goes for. Is it 10? Let's see. Wow, 13,000? 10,000? June 13th. I think that's after they lost the finals. Man, look what you could have got this card for in the beginning of the season. This stuff just went crazy. Oh, we got our first caller. Thank you, first caller, for breaking the ice. Hey, you have Eric. You are live.
Hey Eric, how are you doing?
What's up, man? Who's calling?
It's Jeremy from Jersey. How you doing?
What's up, man? How can I help?
Yeah, I just have a quick question. So with all the PSA grading
Yep.
not available,
Yep.
so I have been taking your advice. I'm sure you probably said it in other podcasts. So my son and I, we've been buying a lot of raws, and so I mean, obviously we need to liquidate at some point.
Yep.
But we really don't want to go to like different, grading companies. Like, what do you recommend in terms of let's just like? Would it be better to just kind of trade up those cards? I mean, I'm trying to keep my son a little bit active in terms of trading. So, what do you recommend?
What types of stuff do you have? Like, what's the value range?
We take your advice, so we're just picking up a lot of like the basketball cards. We just started picking up a lot of the football cards. So, we're buying like anywhere from like $100 to like $200 cards at the moment. But at a certain point, like we just don't want to keep collecting. It's like a few months away.
Yeah.
So
no, makes sense. And then you don't want to send these cards in for grading?
Not to I don't want to, because some of them are like better cards, and I don't want to just put it as slab ones like SGC or something like that. So like we just gotta keep it, but it just the way PSA is going, it doesn't seem like they're gonna be receiving any low end cards or value cards at the moment for a while.
Well, these cards, is the $80 grading fee worth it?
Some of them, but I mean that's very few. So we probably have like $3,000 to $4,000 worth of inventory of raw cars. So we're just thinking potentially just taking those cars and just trading them for bigger cards. and then maybe getting into the $80, like $100
Yeah, yeah.
service.
I would say so. Two things. Number one, SGC is a pretty viable option.
Yeah,
If just like if you have them already and they're in good condition, like $100 card as an SGC 10 would most likely
yeah,
be worth at least $200.
yeah.
So you might as well make money. Or I know maybe it's not your preferred method, but you might as well do it. Uh, and then number two, I would do kind of what you just said. I would try to not grade, trade into higher end cards so you could at
Okay.
least use the $80 service level, because you could still buy cards that are like $200 and use the $80 service level, but you just want to make sure you're doubling your money. And now, like what I'm
Yeah, I mean,
seeing,
because some of the cars, like, especially basketball, like, Con, for example, it has come down so much. So buying something at $200 and grading a PSA for $80, I mean, the worst case scenario, I guess you'll just break even, um, or maybe lose a little bit. So I'm just debating, like, do I prefer to do that or just trade out? Like, so I started collecting a lot of the sapphires for the basketball, even for Cooper.
yeah, that's a good one.
Um, yeah, so but Cooper is doing phenomenal. Like, I don't want to like trade up his card either, because like if you send it to PSA, so like that kind of card, like I'll debate whether or not I want to do the $80 service.
Yeah. I mean, I would, let's see. What would I do? I would just, so like if you have like, so you're saying the problem is you have like Cooper flag cards and like you don't want to get out of them, yet you don't want to grade them because it's not worth it. Is that the issue?
No, I mean, I think like Cooper flag is like a type of card that you could like do the $80 grade
Yes.
service. But like for Con, for example, I don't think, maybe if I just grade it and just, even if I grade it, I mean, it'll probably come back before basketball season anyway. But like we're just kind of debating, like, do I want, like, if we get a 9, then we'll lose a little bit, but hopefully by the time it comes back, the market will be going up in the uptrend at that moment. So we're just kind of debating.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying. So, also another thing you have to think about, and I've been seeing this lately, is now PSA 10s bring more of a premium because there's less of them because less people are grading. So a card that, like, let's say you have a card that's worth $200, right? And the last 10 was 400. So like, but let's say that sale was 2 months ago. So like spending $80 for that card to be worth 400 may not be worth it. But the next PSA 10 that pops and the next sale pops is in the next sale that happens may be worth much more because there's just way less of them, especially cards in that like $200 range. Like people don't really have the balls to grade them because it's like, it's $200, it's grading's $80. That's almost half the value of the card. So something I'm just saying that's one thing to think about. And then the other is with your lower end stuff, to stay active, I would just try to trade it into stuff that will be either A, worth grading, or B, stuff already graded you can hold. So if you have a bunch of like, I don't know, $50, $80, $100 cards where the grading just absolutely makes no sense, those cards are perfectly great to trade into higher end cards, or just sell them, get your cash, break even, and then just reset and then buy, cards worth grading.
Okay, so I have one last question. So I realize a lot of the local dealers that work with a lot of the repackers and uh, the people that do online survey or whatnot. It seems like they're buying up a lot of slabs at the moment.
Yeah.
Right. So do you recommend that like maybe just buy the slabs at the moment?
Yes. Well, that is what I do. Like me personally, most of the cards I buy are already slabbed. But those guys that you see buying a lot of slabs, they're doing it for a different reason. Most of those guys are just buying for repacks. So they'll buy cards like 95% and sell them in repacks for like 120, 130%. So and with repacks, most of them or almost all of them only sell graded cards. Do you know what a repack is?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind what they're doing. They're doing it for a different reason. But me personally, I would stick with grading, even if you have to spend a little bit more money and buy cards worth a few $100s, because grading now is easier than it was a year ago because now nobody's grading cards. So these raw cards are just simply easier to find, right? And now PSA 10 margins are bigger. I could speak for it. Like, I've taught this to thousands of people, and people make more money today with grading than they did a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, just because it's higher risk, but also much higher reward. So I wouldn't buy slabs yet to hold. I only started doing that once I had like $20,000-$30,000 to spend, because
Okay.
it is way easier to offload money into slabs or cards already graded, because it's just easier to find those cards and they sell for more money. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. But so on that note, so I'm sorry, I wanted to end that with the last question, but
Yeah.
I have one more question
Yeah,
that
do
on
it.
this topic. So if I'm trading up, let's say I want to trade up into slabs. I mean, my son and I, we usually do a lot of flipping. We don't keep a lot of the cards unless like there's something that we really like. But do you recommend taking the raw cards that I have, trading into a slabs for a bigger card, obviously, and then just flipping it?
It depends on the card, but yes, because like it's a very broad question, but the overall answer is most likely yes. Because if you, let's say you have a bunch of like raw Cooper flag cards, right? And you could trade it into a graded Cooper flag card, and let's say his value goes up over the course of the next month or two, his like the graded card will most likely appreciate and go up more than the raw stuff. Does that, because collectors of Cooper flag want graded stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like depends on the card obviously and the value and all that stuff, but like yes is the general answer to your question.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because we've been like doing a lot of the like lot of like a small number of cars out of like fives, like Ace Baileys and even like Cons and like
Yeah.
some of the other basketball players. So like we've been picking those up. So we're just kind of debating maybe trade those up for um, like a graded car and then use that to flip because obviously keeping the raw cars there's a bigger upside because we could grade them. So that's
Yeah.
why I was.
Yes, but if they're not worth grading now, who knows when PSA service will come back?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
could take a year, 2 years, and like, yeah, you could make a few $100s on the cards, but if it takes a year, obviously you'd rather have that cash today. So like that's why
Exactly.
me personally, like if they were my cards, what I would do with them, I would just use SGC, make some money, cash out, and then just reset and then go into cards like, PSA worthy grading cards.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
what I would
All
do
right.
if I was in your shoes, most likely.
Sounds good. So yeah, so like I right now I have like a big batch of like 30 cards around like 100 to 200 to $300 cards. So just really debating to send it in or not because like PSA 10 there's such a premium versus the SGC. So I didn't want to lose that opportunity. So but
Yeah,
regardless,
it's not a crazy premium. It is, but like, if a card's $300 a PSA 10, an SGC 10 will
yeah,
most likely be worth like 200 or maybe low 200s. It's not like insane where like PSA is like 5 times SGC. So like, and also
yeah.
time is, the question you have to ask yourself is, do I want to wait, a year, 6 months or whatever until PSA gets it back? How much money you make is not only dictated by what you sell stuff for, but how fast you're able to flip stuff.
Makes sense. Makes sense. All
Cool.
right, Eric. We'll let you know. You gotta be a fanatic, right?
I will not be. I'll be at the National, but no Fanatics Fest for me, unfortunately.
Oh, I see. I see. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I appreciate it, Jeremy. Thanks for calling in, man.
Sounds good. Thank you for call. Thank you for taking
Thanks,
my
man.
call. Take care.
All right. That was Jeremy. The queue's open. I got time for a few more callers before I gotta go, unfortunately. Would you hold or sell a Harden rookie card PSA 9? Sell it. I can't see it going up much more. It's just I'd rather have that money to flip, honestly. It'd be a different question if it was like maybe like a Mantle or a Ruth, but personally, I would sell it if it was mine. PSA graded 2.5 million cards this past June at the rate they're going at. They can get to under 5 million cards by the end of October, which is their target in order to reopen their value services. Huh. Well, that'd be good. October would be good, but once it's gonna be funny. I hope they're prepared because once they reopen it, they're gonna get like just slammed, like just absolutely crushed. So, I hope they're prepared, which I'm assuming they are. They're smarter than me, so I tell myself that PSA is too smart of a company to have this happen to them. Maybe they're doing it on purpose. Maybe they're doing it because just to increase the scarcity of a PSA 10, which would, make sense because that's going to increase the value of a PSA 10, which overall increases the value of their company. Maybe they are doing that because Nat Turner, the owner of PSA, one of the things he did when he took over years ago, like I think it was like 6 years ago at this point, was he made getting a PSA 10 much harder. So that which helped PSA a lot. So I don't know, something, one of my crazy conspiracies, but who knows? I doubt it because they're missing out on tons of revenue, but it is possible. It is possible. Would you open, by the way, the queue's open, guys. Call in. You guys are shy. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes there's like, I can't get off a podcast and there's like 20 people I can't get to. Then the next podcast will be like super shy. Would you open sealed Panini cards to grade or leave them in the seal? It depends on the card, right? Like it's just all about can the card grade a 10 and like is it worth it? Most likely leave it in the seal. Usually cards that are sealed are hard to grade. Usually they're thicker cards, like flawless and stuff. So most likely leave it in the seal, but it's just card dependent. So hopefully that helps you. I think they're doing this to soften the lawsuit. Soften the lawsuit. I don't know. I don't know there was a lawsuit. There's a lawsuit at PSA. Let's look it up. Unless I know of this already, but I'm. Oh, the monopoly. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, you could be right. Who filed the lawsuit? Let's look that up. I mean, they do have a monopoly on the hobby, so I mean, that is true. What's up, Walter?
Well, yes.
It's been a while.
Hey, I was in the Philippines, remember?
Oh, that's right. Well,
I told you I was going to the Philippines, and I'm not going there for a week. You gotta be there at least 3 weeks.
Yep.
It was awesome, bro. It was awesome.
Yeah, I believe it. I heard it's a great place.
Oh, if you ever have a chance, just do it, because it is awesome. And I was born and raised in an island, Puerto Rico, and I'm telling you, it is awesome.
Wow. Yeah, I gotta go. I have a bunch of employees in the Philippines, so they've always wanted me to visit. So it's a long flight, though.
Oh, you should. First, I did 5 hours from Cincinnati to Seattle, and then 14 hours from Seattle to Manila.
That's a long time in a plane, man. I just sat 4.5 hours on the way back to Vegas, and I wanted to jump out of the plane.
Dude, I'm 6'5", so.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's way worse for you.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. And the first day when I was there, I went to a mall, and they actually had a car show in there.
Really? Yeah. No, cards are huge in the Philippines. When I was first really making a lot of money with cards, I was making a lot of money with like Luka Doncic and Trae Young years ago, and half the cards I would sell, I was shipping them to the Philippines. So,
well, they had a lot of One Piece and Pokemon.
Yeah, no, it's huge. It's huge over there. But what's up, dude? How can I help?
Hey, I got a little. So yesterday I got back to work, and I'm gonna go listen to the show, and I'm like, wait, no show? Like, what's going on? And then I see all this crazy videos going on.
My flight got delayed yesterday. You're talking about that guy that makes the hate videos of me?
Yeah. So I'm like, oh my God, don't tell me Eric is not gonna go live or something like that. The thing is that, dude, I told you this months ago, like months. Yeah. You keep saying someone told you about it. It was me. I just saw text you.
I saw like a month ago. The way I was notified about it was like a month ago on the podcast. People were lighting up the chat saying like, "Oh, this guy's making videos of you. He's saying like you're a scam." And like I heard one that this was a good one. Someone told me like a week ago, I think, that he made I don't know if it was him or somebody was making a video saying like I tell like my students to shill bid, where like fake accounts. Yeah, that was crazy.
No, but I actually text this number that I called months ago. I'm talking about 2-3 months ago, and I told you like, hey, I just wanted to bring this up. I didn't want to say it on the show. Just, I don't know. I didn't want to start that on the show. But I was like, hey, he's trying to say that he has access to your program through a student. So there's a student that you have that is giving him access, and he was planning on making a video like from your show. You know what I'm saying? Like he has access, so he was trying to like show people about this.
He should. He should. It's
So,
good. It's good material.
yeah,
It's good material in the
but it was
course.
months ago that I told you this. I'm like, oh, there you go. Now I got back from the Philippines and it all exploded.
Yeah. I
It's crazy.
was first notified of it like a few weeks ago. But yeah, we have like 5,000 students, so it'd be impossible to know who did it.
Oh
But
yeah. I know, but hey, that's no big deal. You keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that benefits from what you do, and like I always tell people, I have never spent a single dollar on your program, and I feel like I benefit a lot. I mean, I've been calling you since
what I heard, which isn't that like funny? So like, so you've been calling for a while, but you've never bought the program. But like, I tell people this all the time. Like, the reason I do this content is A, to help people, but B, I realize that 99% of people are never going to buy anything from me, but the 1% that do makes it worth it for me, and it makes it worth it for everybody else. And like, it's funny that like people will say like, oh, like this is a scam or whatever, but there's literally people that call into this podcast, like real people like yourself, that tell me like they've made this money and that money from just listening to the free content. And then, but yeah, that's just the internet, man. You're always gonna get
and
those.
you don't have to do that, and I don't have to listen to it or apply it or anything. I just listen to the free content. I thought it makes sense. I try it and it works. Thing is, I even months ago when I saw that if everything started, I even sent a message like, hey, I think you got that wrong from him because I actually benefits from his free content, blah blah. But of course, he's not gonna show the good.
I had this was funny. One of our students, who like this guy's one of our best students. He like retired. He makes like 6 figures a year. He messaged me. He was like, dude, this was like maybe like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. I'm not something like that. He was like, man, this guy's he's like an older guy and almost close to 70. So like he thinks someone making videos, like hate videos, is gonna like end the whole entire business when it just does nothing for it. But he was like, man, this guy's gonna ruin your whole business, yada yada yada. And he was like, then he explained to me that I guess the guy that was making hate videos of me, he commented like he sent me a paragraph that he commented under the video saying like, this isn't true. Eric's helped me. I've made this amount of money, this and that. And it was deleted 5 minutes after. So yeah, that's just people on the internet, man. That's just how it goes.
Yeah. Hey, but quick question about just cards. So when I got back order late from PSA that was supposed to be here during NBA season.
Yep.
It's all like Con, Cooper, some Edgecombe, Ace Bailey, all those rookies. I kind of got rid of most of it just because I thought with the market right now being low, I got good offers. But was that something that I should have just hold closer to the season, or if I have the chance to just get rid of it now, just keep moving, even though it's low? Because I just know that Cooper and Con, like, they're on the lowest right now. Like, they're going to go up closer to the season.
Yeah, so if it was me and my money, I would hold it. It's crazy, actually. I just looked. Con Knuppel, I can't believe it. He's doubled in the past like month. It's insane.
Yeah,
I guess because LaMelo left, now he's the guy. But it's yes, if it was me, I would hold it. But it's just a budget dependent question. If you can't afford to hold it and keep buying cards, then I would sell today. If you could afford to keep buying and hold them, I would hold it. Because like let's say Cooper Flag's value, Cons went up a lot. I didn't expect it to go up that much, but let's say Flag's value goes up like 30 or 40%. That's great, but you can make more money by buying grading cards today than holding that card and it going up 30, 40%. So it's more of a question of what's your budget.
All right, because it was most like $200, $300 cards. And I just went ahead and just sold like probably half of it.
Yeah.
Just because I was thinking about like, hey, let me just sell this $200-$300 cards and try to get me like bigger cards, you know.
Yep.
Just getting ready for the NBA season.
Yeah. Well, the bigger cards you got, who were they of?
Oh, they were the ones that I saw. It was just Edgecombe, Con, Canopo, and Cooper Flat, but they were like some of them numbered or like basketball refractor, the Topps Chrome, stuff like that.
That's the stuff you sold, not bought. You said you got.
I sold them. Yeah, no, I sold them.
Yeah.
So I just sold a bunch of $200-$300 card. It came up to like $1,200. So now with those $1,200, that I got more, but I'm just talking about that money that I made there. I'm trying to just get a bigger cards, or should I just go with like silver refractors?
I would honestly, I would just keep grading and doing what you're doing. I'd buy more basketball, grade it, and then only buy stuff. Let's see, the 80 to what's it? Today's July, August, September. You should be able to get, if you use the $80 service, you should be able to get it back before the NBA season starts. And then I would just repeat exactly what you did, like Edgecombe, Flag, Knuppel, and buy that stuff to grade. There's so much of it out there.
Just keep doing it. But would you go with the silver chrome stuff?
The Topps refractor?
The refractor, yeah.
They're kind of hard to grade.
More like number or cases.
I would probably go with the colored stuff because it seems like it's a little bit easier to grade. So I'd probably go with the colored stuff because the gem rate on the refractors are like 25% or something like that.
Last one, I'll let you go. I'm so sorry, I'm thinking long. Those Bowman yellow out of 75.
Yeah.
Do they do well? Like I think I got a good deal on one.
They do well, but I would not buy those cards to grade. For some reason, I don't know why, but Bowman Chrome a lot of the time, when you grade it, it doesn't like do that well. Like the margin between raw and graded is like maybe double, and they're kind of hard to grade. So buying it graded, yes. I probably wouldn't buy that stuff to grade though.
Well, all right, man. It was good talking to you again after a few weeks, and yes, I'm real. I'm not a robot. Eric is not paying me.
They're gonna say you were paid to say that.
I know, right? Hey, I'm waiting on my check. All right, so you better have it ready by Friday.
I'll get it out to you, Walter. I appreciate it.
Anyway, keep doing what you're doing. Have a good one.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Later.
Bye.
Oh man, that's funny. Internet, man. Internet. Hey, you have Eric. You're live. You hear me? Hello? Let me, maybe bad connection. Let's try that one more time. I got time for one more caller after this, by the way. The queue's open if you guys want to call in. You know, it'd be fun. The people that make the hate videos on the internet about me, they should call in to the podcast, right, Vanessa? Yeah, that's fun. Like call into the podcast like that, right? You would think like, yeah, you would think, especially. Yeah, I there's been plenty of Reddit threads and people that don't like me. It's like I have this platform where I openly talk to people for an hour, 3 times a week. Just call in. But it's it's crazy. This is insane. Like I've taken like thousands and thousands of callers. Not one person ever who doesn't like me has called in ever. Like, and there's plenty of them out there. Like, isn't that insane? You would think you would get like one troll. There's people who have like prank called or whatever, but no one's like called in and be like, "Yo, Eric, your advice is shit. You're a scam for selling this program. Like, f you." Like, I want that. Like, someone call in and be like, "Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah, I tell people this. Like, I think like, so I think people think like when you sell something online, it's a scam because you could find it on YouTube. Like, of course you could. The information all the information I have in my course, like not all, but like 95% of it, I say here, and it's on YouTube. There's probably other people that say it. Wait one second. I gotta answer this one because it's from Canada. I can't call it back. You have Eric. You're live.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Wait, so I just wanted some advice. If you're like 3 people to buy right now in like terms of basketball, who would you be buying?
I would buy the first guy I'd probably buy would be Wembanyama.
But his cards are so hot, so they went up so high.
They did. So they went up high during the finals, and then they came down. So certain types of Wembanyama cards I'd buy. Like, I like his 2023 Prism, like the colors, so like red ice, orange ice, the stuff that's about $1,000.
But like people at a card show, like when I try to buy their Wemby Prisms, they ask me to go over comps. So they say they're happy to hold it. So like, what should I do? Should I pay over the comps for it, or should I?
No, I would never buy anything over comps. I would just buy them on auctions on eBay because auctions on eBay will end for what they're worth today. Yet you're right. At card shows, it might be a little bit of a pain to try and get that stuff.
Okay, so who else do you have?
That's number 1. Number 2 would be Cooper Flag, and then number 3 would be like a mix of like guys that are like a few years older. So like Tyrese Maxey, maybe Scotty Barnes, Tyrese Halliburton, like those guys.
So what card should I buy if my budget for like cards like 5,000 maybe? What I have a lot of Wemby's, so what Wemby's? I'm just getting like base Wemby's, but I want to try to like get into more rare stuff.
I would go for a pink ice or a red ice 23 Prism PSA 10 Wemby.
And should I just hold it forever, like for a long time, or should I just sell it in season?
No, me personally, I don't hold anybody that's ever playing. I would buy it now and hold it before the season starts. You know, I can't make you any guarantees, but most likely it'll go up in value. So, so definitely don't hold it into the season. I know as great as Wembanyama is, odds are his value won't stay as high as it is because it might get hurt. Team might not be as good. Like, I don't hold things into the season personally.
And do you have any advice for cards to just hold long term?
Long term, yeah. Me personally, I only hold cards of guys that are retired. Me personally, I love like cards pre 1959. So like I have vintage hockey, Wayne Gretzky's rookies, which is 79.
Yeah, but they're so expensive. Even like the PSA ones in mental, I can't afford that.
So like if I was in your shoes and my budget was $5,000, all I would do is flip cards. I would not hold them for the long term because you could do more with that money with flipping it today rather than just holding, a Kobe rookie for long term. So like me personally, for the first like 8 years in sports cards, I never held anything like long term.
But it's to just keep flipping always and try to get a bigger number, basically.
Yep, that's what I would do. Yep.
And what type of what price range should I buy my cards? $200 cards to flip. What are the best to flip?
If you're grading, you gotta buy cards at least worth $200. But if you're holding, like buying stuff already graded, I tend not to buy stuff less than like $400 or $500.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Thanks for calling in.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye. Mattel had a whole section on you in their email newsletter today. Mattel? I don't know who that is. Mattel. I'm not too Matel. Yeah, I don't know. Tell Mike Geo to call it. Is Mike? That name sounds familiar. I've done deals with him. Mike Geo's been in sports cards a long time. I'm pretty sure he used to be in the Facebook groups I was in when I used to flip cards a lot. I wonder, is that the guy that makes all the hate videos of me, is that his name? Because Mike Geo is somebody I've done plenty of deals with him. He used to be in he was before any of this stuff, content, Major League Profits, any of this stuff. He was in. I'm almost positive. I'm like 95% like the same. There was like 4 or 5 like big Facebook groups people used to buy and sell cards in before cards got so big. He's like an OG, but maybe he doesn't like me. It's possible. Do sports card nonsense. I'm not, to be honest, guys, I'm not like the most hip with social media. As much as I post, I don't go on it much. Is that like a page, I'd imagine? Sports card nonsense? Oh, does Mike Geo have a page called Sports Card Nonsense? Okay, so these are 2 different guys. Oh, they both did something on. Okay, so 2 different guys. They both did something on me. Wow. Okay, so there's 2. Nice. Okay, I got it. Yeah, sorry, I'm not like the most. That's why like a lot of this stuff I barely even know because I don't go on social media much. I made the decision when I was like man, like I was like 18. I was like, I'm going to delete all my social medias. I'm just going to focus on buying and selling sports cards and making money. My whole theory in life is like, I'm going to take the time everybody spends scrolling on social media and replace it with either flipping cards or doing something productive in regards to like business or health or making money or whatever. So that's why I don't know too much of these guys. But you know, it's funny about like the hate comments. We get like 1 to 3 people per week that like buy our program that tell us they come from the people that make the hate videos. Isn't that interesting? Because like the way like troll and hate videos work online is like people do it because it gets a lot of views, right? It's like great content to get views, right? Because like negativity spreads 10 times faster than positivity. That's why like if you ever watch the news, like 95% of it is all negative, right? Because like the news, they want people to watch because more people watch, the more money they get charged to advertisers, right? So that's why the news is always 95% negative. And like making hate videos of people is a great way to get views. But like the people that enjoy that stuff would like never buy what we have to offer anyways. And a few people that look at it and like, oh, okay, let's see what this Eric guy has to do. And then they come to the podcast, they see it's somewhat valuable, then they end up buying the program. So it's interesting. It's interesting how it works. But guys, I gotta let you go there. Hopefully we'll have more callers tomorrow, but I do have to hop off. Sorry, a little bit early. I got a crazy day. But we'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. We do this on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Come with any questions. Always free to call into this phone. I'll see you guys.